Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. I know that I have not filmed in such a long time. That's actually not true. I actually have filmed a few days worth of eating and I just haven't had a chance to upload it, and I thought I could upload it, but actually that was from so long ago now. I'm just going to scrap it and I'm just going to start fresh. So I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas, and I hope you enjoyed some time with your families, and I hope you ate really good food, whether you stayed on plan and ate oil-free or whether you ate other stuff. It's okay, we are human and this happens all the time. And the most important thing about your weight loss journey is when you have moments like that, you just get right back on it and you say, right, what are the habits that I am actually hoping to build that are gonna get me lean and get me my healthiest? Anyway, I just wanted to try to be really transparent with you guys and just to let you know that I have gained some weight during this holiday season. It's not something that I did intentionally. In fact, I wasn't really thinking about it, and I'm also not very bothered about it either. But I've gained a few pounds, and since I was at my leanest, which was I think last year in India, I was like 52 kilos. Since then, I've gained about 5 kilos, which I think is about 10 pounds. So I'm like 57 kilos. And obviously you guys know I've been working on my muscle, building my muscle and stuff. And so the muscle to fat ratio, I have no idea what's going on there. But I do feel like I definitely have a little bit more body fat on me than I did before. And it's because I've not really been focusing on super low calorie density stuff. And obviously I know I eat whole foodsy, oil free, and that's fantastic. But it's really important to note that even within that, it's still possible to gain weight. Healthy eating does not mean that you're going to be losing weight or, maintaining your weight automatically. You have to still be kind of focused. I've been letting a lot more dates, maple syrup, nuts here and there. I haven't been eating my 50-50 plate. I definitely really haven't been listening to my hunger fullness cues as of recently because I've been busy, and that's been okay. My mind's been focused on the Indian cookbook, and I've not been as organized, so I've been doing more late night snacking, and there's loads of things that come into play here. My point is, I am so excited to make 2024 the year that I get back to my lowest weight, like get super lean again. Not because I need to, just because it makes me feel my best. And because I'm doing more physical activity, like more weightlifting, and I really want to get into some more running again this year, that feels easier and nicer to do when you're a little bit leaner. So it's not for visual purposes, it's more for the sake of the fact that I'll feel better in myself whilst I'm doing my exercise and my movement to feel a little bit leaner. Anyway, I'm very excited to walk with you guys through my entire habit building process that I'm going to do to re-lose the last 10 pounds. And I'm super excited about that. There's loads of things that I'm going to come into play, but I think it will be helpful for those of you who are on your weight loss journey as well, and who really want to make 2024 the year for you, where you get down and you get super lean and you get super healthy and you build incredible habits. So anyway, if you're excited about joining me for some incredible low calorie density goodness to get lean in 2024, please let me know down below. I know a lot of you are here for recipe purposes. I did initially start this channel for just weight loss stuff, and then recipes kind of snuck in here and there, which of course are important in your weight loss journey. But yeah, let's get back to some really good weight loss stuff and weight loss building habits. Now, the first few things that I am going to do, like right now, it's the 28th of December, I'm going to purchase a few things that are going to help me in the long run. These are things that I've been putting off for ages, and I've woken up today, I'm like, why have I not been prioritizing these when I think they're so vital for some success? So the first and most important thing that I'm going to be buying this year is a fridge, like a massive, big, fat American style fridge with freezery goodness and just a ton of space. My fridge is small and cramped, and I lose veggies in there. I don't have the space for Tupperware to meal prep and chop things and put it all nicely so I can see things properly, and I'd love to make James breakfast and lunches and stuff because he doesn't really eat properly because there's not much space and he doesn't have much time. And so I was trying to think about, how am I going to make this year work properly? And the answer is to get prepared. If you're not prepared, you can't do anything. So in order to get prepared, I need a fridge. So I am going to go and buy a fridge, and I'm going to try and do it today, if not tomorrow. And I'm going to knock down some of my shelves so it can actually fit in my kitchen. Just because my kitchen isn't ready for a fridge doesn't mean I can't have a fridge. I can just clear some space by knocking some stuff and moving some things around. So anyway, that's the first thing. Second thing, you guys know, if you have been watching me for a while, I've been wanting a Ninja Creamy and a Milky plant or some kind of vegan milk maker for such a long time, because I want to wake up to ice cream every single morning and just put it in and just eat it. And eat what makes you happy and the food that you love, and ice cream is one of mine. So therefore that is going to really help me out. And yeah, a Milky plant, just because we buy so much plant milk, and I am sick of, firstly, it's very expensive to buy a lot of plant milk in the UK, but also there's so much waste involved, and I want to buy a Milky plant or some kind of milk maker, just so I've got plant milk and I can adjust the quantities and make sure it's like totally oil free and all lovely. So anyway, those are the three things that I'm going to buy to like start me up for a really good 2024 with great habit building. Anyway, I am going to start today. I'm actually not going to wait until the new year to like get my habits in order. I'm going to start right now, 28th of December. You don't have to start at the new year. Like I'm not going to gorge myself between now and the new year because I know I'm starting eating healthy on the new year. Yeah, I'm going to just start right now. I'm going to go to the gym right now and I'm going to come back and I'm going to figure out a meal plan for this week to get my stuff together and to make sure there is a ton of vegetable included. Anyway, if you guys are excited, let me know down below. I cannot wait for a lovely 2024. I am gonna smash it. And also, I know I haven't been really filming videos. I've been overwhelmed by loads of different things in terms of like launching my book, and then Christmas was really crazy and busy and all that kind of stuff, and I would have loved to have shared it with you guys. I had a cracking Christmas. We ate We ate all oil-free stuff at my mum's house. She did loads of raw things and it was absolutely delicious. And I really enjoyed it. And you know what? That's okay to not be focused on food for a small portion of time and just to kind of just enjoy yourself. That is fantastic as well. Definitely needed. But yes, anyway, I'm going to go to the gym now and then I'm going to show you what we do today. Let's do it. I was going to run to the gym, but it's just so disgusting. I think that would just be insane because my feet are going to be soaked. So we're going to drive and I might do a little run at the treadmill after my session. Let's do it. Ugh. Oh God, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Push myself to the max every single time. All done. Let's go home and have breakfast. Okay, so I am now back at home and I want to eat some food. And I was thinking about my habit building for the foreseeable, and I realized veggies are obviously vital. So I'm going to try and incorporate 50-50 plate style veggies and starchies every single meal, including breakfast. So we're going to go hunting and we are going to make ourselves some veggies for our breakfast. And this is one of the things that gives you that bulk, that volume, and reduces the calorie density of your meal of your day, and really makes it so much easier to get into weight loss mode. So yes, let's go get some veggies. We haven't done a shop yet since before Christmas, so I don't know what we've got. We've got cabbage, but actually, oh yes, I've actually got a ton of purple cabbage left over from Christmas. James did a lovely braised purple cabbage with like oranges. It's like spiced orangey cabbage. Anyway, I'm just going to heat this up and this is going to be breakfast part one. And then I think I'm just going to keep it simple and just have like a nice smoothie or porridge or something. Oh my God. This is amazing. What on set? Cabbage? Yeah. Do you want down? Yeah. Come here. Mommy, it's super yummy. Okay, I'll munch and crunch it for you. I'm gonna have to get this recipe for you guys because it's actually incredible. For my main breakfast, I'm just gonna go in with some basic porridge because it's low calorie density, filling, it's satisfying, and it's obviously very delicious. So I'm gonna go in with 1 cup. 1 cup of oats, 2 cups of water. One of the keys to weight loss, obviously, whilst still eating delicious food, of course, but it's keeping it simple. When you keep it simple, you don't overstimulate your taste buds and you don't end up overeating quite as much anyway. So my new thing that I'm gonna do is just keep it simple, go back to basics and stop faffing around with fancy recipes quite as much. I mean, I do still love fancy recipes anyway. So I've just got my plain oats going on in here. And for sweetness, in the past few months, I have been going crazy with dates and PB2 powder and all that stuff to try and give me that hit that I feel like I need. But actually, if I want to just focus on being satisfied and following my hunger fullness cues, we don't really need a lot of sweetness going on in here. we're gonna add just fruit. Now that's fruit. Fruit's all we need really. And some mango. With a nice little sprinkle of flax on the top. And some cinnamon. Okay, anyway, that is breakfast. Massive, massive portions, super low calorie density. It's an absolute madhouse today, and we're just about to go out to buy a fridge, which I'm super excited about. But yes, anyway, I'm starting by eating my veggies first, because that is the stuff that's lowest in calorie density. It's going to fill me up before I move on to my starches, and therefore hopefully it'll help me honour my hunger fullness cues. But I'll have a quick taste now. I've been getting used to having things really sweet, and I've been using sweet drops in things, so it's definitely going to be an adjustment for me getting back to not having my porridge and stuff super sweet. But I know that my taste buds do adjust over time. It's just the start is going to be really tricky, so I'm going to make sure I use loads of like spices and loads of fruit for that sweetness and stuff. But sometimes you have to momentarily get outside of your comfort zone in order to move forwards, but things do get easier along the road. Like, it's a bit of a pain to have veggies before your breakfast, but it's so worth it, and once you build it up as a habit, you don't even realise it. But that is literally one of the most important things. Thank you, my love. And when I got back from the gym, yes, Ramsey? Hi. Hey, sweet pea. Do you want to come and share my breakfast with Mummy? Come here, beautiful. Pineapple. I don't have any pineapple. I've got mango. And the thing that I love about this is obviously when Romy sees me eat this, she wants to eat it too, so she's sharing the cabbage. And she wants my fruit. But it's a lovely way to get your babies into healthy eating. Okay, I've got blue lips now. My point is I am full. I'm absolutely stuffed. I think I've eaten about 3/4 cup of oats. I am full to the max, and because this isn't super sweetie, I'm not inclined to eat the rest. And that is honouring your hunger fullness cues, and that's exactly what I wanted. And that is how you get back to basics. Anyway, I'm gonna maybe give this to Romy, and that is the power of having your vegetables as 50-50 plate style before you have your breakfast. Anyway, we're gonna go for a doggy walk now and get in some steps. So it's very soggy and I'm getting rained on. Got my doggies, got my Roms are in the back. But I was thinking whilst I was on my walk about how my kind of consistent weight loss habits kind of got a little bit derailed. And I think it's a number of things. One, it wasn't a priority for me anymore, and so I let things slide. Two, I was also curious how much I could get away with whilst being able to maintain my weight. And now I know that having a ton more dates and maple syrup, isn't great, because obviously it adds a ton of extra calories if you add them in all the time, but also it really overstimulates my taste buds, and so it left me eating probably a lot more than I usually would. But yeah, I just wanted to say, in this whole food way of eating, you can lose weight 100%, but you can also gain weight. Eating super healthy, super clean. So just because you're eating healthy, whole foodsy doesn't mean you're in weight loss mode. You actually have to be in a calorie deficit to be in weight loss mode. And as soon as you're in a calorie surplus, you're going to gain weight no matter how healthy the food is. So sometimes having a look at what you're doing and just like double checking with yourself to go back to basics is so helpful. Let me know if you guys would like a video of like my top 5 tips for losing weight in 2024, and I'll try and make that video for you guys, because I think that's helpful. Sometimes just go back to basics and remind yourself of what actually works and how you actually get into a calorie deficit, because I've forgotten that along the way. Also, I've been focusing a lot of making like fun recipes, not for you guys, but also for people on Instagram. I've been very recipe focused, which is great, and I love it and I find it fascinating, but I've been letting higher calorie things slip into it, and also just snacking, like a ton of snacking. snacking on things like whilst I'm making some buns. I might eat 2 or 3 buns before I even get down to having my meal. Nighttime snacking, stuff like that. So we've got to curb the snacking, because I really stopped doing that when I was in my weight loss mode. And yeah, anyway, let me know if you want a video. Oh God, I'm getting all wrapped up. Okay, back from our doggy walk, and it's like 1 o'clock, and we really want to go and buy the fridge, but the kids are hungry. And also I thought it would be a good idea to get some food prepped for lunch, even though I'm not hungry yet at all. So the kids had avocado toast for breakfast, so they're gonna have some pancakes. And I thought what I would do alongside the pancakes is a little bit of scrambled tofu for them, which I thought I would also have for my lunch as well, with a massive load of, I was thinking whether to have veggies or soup, and I actually have such an odd mix of things in the fridge. I've got like a leek, some celery, courgettes, and a broccoli that can all be used up. And so I thought the best thing to do is just to whack it and have a massive soup, and then I'll have some scrambled tofu on the side, and I might do some like potato toast to like add a bit of extra starchiness. So that's kind of my plan: big soup and then scrambled tofu on potato toast. Okay, so for this scrambled tofu, I'm just going to use half a packet of tofu, quarter for me and a quarter for the kids. And I'm just going to crumble that bad boy up. In terms of calories, this whole thing is about 400 calories in here, so I'll be having 200 from the tofu, and then I'll be having another 100 or 2 from my potato toast. So I'm just gonna give that a little moosh. Now this is a nice kind of soft tofu, but I'm gonna cook it with a splash of soy milk and like loads of herbs and spices as well. So in here I've gone for nutritional yeast, a little bit of turmeric, some marjoram, and some cumin, just to add a little bit of something, and that's it.
Are we ready to go and buy a fridge?
We are ready to go and buy a fridge. So I'm not really hungry. I've got my soup on and I haven't eaten anything, but we are going to go and buy a fridge now because the kids are starting to lose it. But I have purchased a Milky Plant and a Ninja Creamy, and they'll be here at some point soon. So I'm very excited. I'll show you what fridge we choose. But basically, this is our current fridge, and we're going to have to knock this baby down and take it out in order to make space for a nice big fat new fridge. And I was thinking we should get brand new, like, I could be an assistant. I was thinking we could get brand new Tupperware, nice organisational Tupperware.
Sure.
So we can do meal planning. Anyway, let's go get a fridge.
Whatever you want.
Having thought about it for a moment, I've realised actually going out without having had lunch, don't know how long we're going to be, is actually a really silly idea. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring myself, I'm going to have some soup before we go now. And I'm also going to bring myself my scrambled tofu and some fruit to nibble on. There is potato in here, and it's actually very yummy. It's a great way to use up all of the things. I'm going to get into the habit of making soup every single day because soup is just fantastic on every level. Anyway, yes, make sure you're prepared. If you're leaving the house, take stuff with you and eat before you go.
Mummy's got a poo-poo pancake.
Okay, so this is taking so much longer than we expected. There are so many fridges here, and they're all really nice and they're all really cool. So we've been debating between this fridge, we want American fridge freezer style, this fridge, which is really lovely and it's got loads of space and the freezer is super nice. But then we also found a super sexy fridge, which I want to show you, which I feel like we might go for because it's an investment and food is important to me. Guys, so this is the second one, which is just gigantic and so much space, like so much space in here. It's got this little compartment at the bottom here, which is exciting, and the freezer is just amazing. Yeah, there's like so much space. This, I think, is the one we're going to go for because you've got to invest sometimes, haven't you? So we're back at home having purchased our fridge, which we're going to get in a few weeks' time. But I am tomorrow going to be on Chef AJ Live, which I am very excited and also extremely nervous about. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. So James is helping me very kindly. Basically, I'm going to be doing a few of my Indian recipes on Chef AJ, and I've got an hour to make 3 recipes, and I'm really worried about the timing of everything. So we are doing a practice run today. We're going to be doing the butter tofu, garlic oil-free naan, and a mango chickpea salad, because I thought those are just darn tasty, aren't they? So anyway, so I've got I'm going to be timing myself on everything. So Jamesy's laid it all out for me. We've got all the measurements out right. And I'm going to hopefully, I can make it within an hour and I don't do too much chatting during the Chef AJ show. But yes, I'm not going to show you how I do it because I just need to focus and I will let you know when it's all done. But I'm going to be prioritising eating a ton of the lovely salad, and I've also got some leftover soup in the blender, which I'll be having as well. I've just got a little cup of my pretend coffee stuff and some soya milk for now, but wish me luck. Okay, food is complete and it only took about 40 minutes or so. That's pretty good. Okay, so we've got the butter tofu going on here. I've got my massive mango chickpea salad, which has so much flavour. So good. Anyway, so I've got that. And then I've also made some naans as well, but I'm not really interested and not really bothered about the naans. They're a bit more high calorie density than I fancy at the moment, so we're going to skip those. And I also put some millet in the Instant Pot as well. So I'll let you know when I kind of have all my food together. Okie dokie, so this is my gigantic feast for dinner this evening. Got my salad and my butter tofu, and I was going to have some in it, but I realised I'm not super hungry, so I thought I could just put them in some little lettuce boats instead, and just kind of munch on it that way. There's a lot of chickpea in here, there's some tofu, coconut milk going on in here, so I'm just going to do a layer of that with a bit of this on top. And the mango in the salad is super good, super good.
What's that say?
Oh my gosh. Gets me every time. That is so good. Quite excited to make it tomorrow now, but I know it's actually going to work. As part of my new strategy, after I finish this, and when I put the kids to bed, I'm going to go and brush my teeth as a signal to say I'm done with food. So I will not be eating anything after this, but I'll let you know what to do. It goes without saying that all of these recipes are in my new Indian oil-free vegan weight loss cookbook. So if you like the look of Indian food and you want to get lean in the process whilst eating a ton of it, then definitely go and check it out. I just wanted to show you the massive volume of food that we've got here, and it's super low calorie density. Fruits, veggies and starches. Perfect. So I've just finished dinner and I feel beautifully satisfied. I think the main thing that I need to focus on is not like overstuffing, like overfeeding myself. That's kind of a habit that I kind of have gotten into recently, just like making sure that I was like feeling nicely, like quite full when I stopped a meal. But actually that's not necessary. You just need to feel not hungry, and then that's the perfect time to stop eating. And that's what I was doing when I was on maximum weight loss mode, losing the last like 10 pounds. And I totally forgotten about that. So it's really good to check in with yourself and be like, okay, that's what I need to do now. And yeah, anyway, so listening to your hunger fullness cues, and for me that means stopping when I'm not stuffed, but stopping when I'm just no longer hungry and I'm just feeling like, yeah, I'm feeling good. I could go and do something, I wouldn't be thinking about food. That's the perfect place for me to stop. Anyway, just thought I would mention that real quick. But yeah, it was such a yummy meal. So good. So good.